Hello?
Hello.
Hello?
Hi, Joanne Jocks here.
This is Teresa from Pikesville, Maryland.
Hi, Teresa.
How are you?
I'm fine. How are you?
I am awesome. I'm waiting for everyone to get on.
Yes,
Are
as
you on
I.
are you on are you on a computer or are you on the phone?
I'm on the computer.
Okay, I'm on the phone.
Okay.
Hmm. I'm going to mute out until Bunmi gets there.
Yes, okay.
Hey, good evening, everyone. Welcome to our big group team call that we have every Sunday night. Can you guys hear me okay?
Yes,
Yes,
Boomer.
Boomy.
Wonderful, wonderful. Who was that to say yes, Boomy? Was that Tut?
Yes, ma'am, it was.
And
Awesome. I see you. I see you. We're going to go ahead and jump right on in because this too after the hour. Some other people are just logging on right now. And guys, send out those last minute text messages to your team. But y'all
Hey,
know
Bunmi.
we do. Hey, Teresa Reed. We get together every Sunday night for our team call, our powwow, our meeting of the mind. So since Tut was the first person that jumped out at me and spoke, I'm going to call on you, Tut, first because you are just jumping out there, having never done a Facebook Live a couple weeks ago. Now we see you popping up on the video. Tell us what's getting into you. Why are you doing these Facebook Lives like you are?
Well, Boomy, the reason why I'm doing Facebook Live is because you told me I need to do that.
Smart man.
And I am being obedient and following the leadership. And I see that it's effective and I see it and it's fun. And this we gotta get the message out as much as possible through any means necessary. So I'm gonna learn how to get on Instagram also, and I'm gonna also, with your help and your guidance, um, give me a YouTube channel. And
Awesome,
I'm
man.
really, I really want to stay plugged into the social media thing, boom, because it is what's here and what's now.
Yes, what's here, what's now, and what is to stay, guys. All businesses, traditional businesses, they know they need to have a social media presence, and you are no different, guys. You are no different. So, just like Tut did, he didn't say, "Oh man, I don't know how." He said, let me figure out the way. Can you show me how?" That's a smart business person. And so there are lots of things that we may not know how to do. Like there was a point I didn't know how to get on YouTube. I didn't know anything about Facebook. And my son was the one that set me up. But as Tut just said, he said it's effective and it's fun. It's effective and it's fun. And Tut, you're absolutely right. Guys, social media is effective because of several reasons. Number one, it allows you to, and you should be writing this down, I say it every week, play the game in front of the fans. It is your job to show your difference. It is your job to inspire inspire. It is your job to share value. And so what you want to do is you want to put yourself in a position where a lot of people can see you, where a lot of people can hear you. Okay? And so, hold on one second, guys. Don't do that. Okay, guys, so what that allows you to do is it allows you to play the game in front of the fans and show your difference. So what you want to do is get over your fears. How do you get over your fears? Anybody have any idea how do you get over something that you fear?
You just do it.
Absolutely. You just do it. You do it scared. You do it afraid. You do it bad. And if you do it long enough, you will get better. So those of you who have been getting ready to do your Facebook Lives, go ahead and start this week because you're delaying your money. See, what you got to understand is with social media, it's not like you put out one video and all of a sudden people buy from you. No, what you're doing is that you are growing your audience. You are cultivating a fan base. You are creating a following, and it doesn't happen in one day. It happens over a period of time with you being, there's a C word I'm looking for. What's that C word that you have to be?
Committed.
Consistent.
Yes. Consistent. That is the word. You've got to be consistent. People are looking at you. I was telling this yesterday to Tut, I think, or the day before yesterday. I said, Tut, when you start making videos, don't worry about how many people are responding and commenting. Just make them and put them out there. When you're putting posts out there, guys, there are people who are surfers and people who are posters. Surfers, guess what they do? They scroll through and they surf and they see who's doing what and they see who's saying what. They rarely post, but they're watching you. And one day they're going to come up and say, Sharon, girl, I've been watching you for 6 months now. Tell me what that stuff you got. And you would not have even known they were even paying attention to you. But they've been watching you for 8 months, for 6 months, for 12 months. So y'all got to get consistent with your messaging. Cassandra, talk about that a little bit.
Yes, you definitely, excuse me, have to be consistent. Because doing it every now and then, you don't get the result. You got to go through the numbers. You got to keep going and keep going and keep going. The more consistent you are, this is what you got to do, guys, in a nutshell. Make a commitment and then stay committed to your commitment. Make a commitment and then stay committed to the commitment. And that came from the great Zeke Stewart, Bunmi Moore's dad, and I ain't gonna never forget it. It's helped me, and I've been more consistent.
Awesome. Thank you.
Did you hear me, Bunmi?
I did, and thank you so much for sharing that. You know, guys, this is a lesson that you've got to learn. In our industry, people are looking for leaders to follow. Don't think, if you're into building a team, don't think, oh, just because you got a great product, you're going to do well. Or just because you have a great company, great compensation plan, that people are going to join you. Write this down. People don't follow products or services. People don't follow companies. People follow what? Who do people follow? Anybody know the answer?
Leaders.
People. That's right. And leaders, but people follow people. That's what people follow. They're looking at you to size you up to see what about you will help them to be successful. What about you? Why should they choose you as a sponsor? What about you should make them say yes to them joining you? So they're looking at you and they're sizing you up. You don't know how many times people say, They say, I chose you because I've been seeing you for years being committed to what it is that you do. I see a lot of people, but I can always hear your passion, and you're always talking about this, and you're always on. People, that's the one thing that people say to me is about the consistency. Like, stay in front of people. The other thing that people say when y'all get on YouTube is, a lot of people, I saw their videos, but you're the only one that had your phone number there. So keep that in mind for when you get on YouTube. Have your phone number. You want people to call you. Don't post a video and don't have a way for them to get in contact with you. On YouTube, put your phone number. You want your phone to ring. Okay? That's really important. All right, guys. Next person's voice I heard was that of Teresa Reed. Y'all know what happened the other weekend at our house. We had the very first tea and coffee jazz mixer that was a hit. People were excited. We had fun. They're like, when's the next one? So let me tell you when the next one is. Well, put it this way, not the next one. Hopefully we're going to have some in between this. But we have a date for the next big one where we're joining all in together. Hopefully between now and then, we're going to have lots of smaller ones in people's homes. But the next one where we all are bringing our individual jointly inviting guests. Teresa, tell us what's going on in the next couple of weeks. When and where?
Hey, everybody. Okay, the next one is going to be Saturday, July the 20th at Fit for Life Personal Training in Pikesville. My husband and I's fitness studio. We want everybody to come in. If you want to grow your business, you need to be there. And as Bunmi says all the time, you make money from event to event. So if you know anybody that, if you're on this call and you're not from Baltimore and you know somebody in Baltimore, please make sure that they get to this event. And I'm excited about it. And guess what? We are going to work out. Oh, I can't wait for that part. We're going to work out. We're going to not only learn about the detox tea, about the coffee, about all the testimonies that we're going to be talking about, but we're also going to be working out as well. I'm going to be doing Zumba. So guys, please, when you come, wear something that you're going to work out in so we can all have a complete healthy event. Back to you, Bunmi.
Awesome. Thank you, Teresa. So again, this is going to be fun, guys. Just like it was last time. There's going to be music and food and fellowship. And yes, we're saying wear your workout clothes. But hey, if you're not in the workout mode, don't worry about it. Still come, and maybe you can burn some calories just watching us. But guys, it's going to be great. We've got inside facilities, outside, all the sampling going on, and you definitely want to start now inviting. Those of you who are part of the radio co-op for Praise 106.1, I love this because there are people from different states who are taking advantage of this co-op, and you all are now gaining customers in the Baltimore area. So now your customers can come and participate in this event that's just going to solidify them, is going to get them excited and get them telling more people, which gives you more customers. So it's a snowball effect there. And we have, I think, only four more spots left for this upcoming month. You better grab it quickly. First serve, because the commercials start again on Tuesday, the day after tomorrow. So only $100 gets you a whole month full of commercials. It gets you customers, potential business partners. And so you definitely want to be a part of that ad co-op. So hit me up today or text me right now so you can find out more details, or at least definitely get in on it, because we're like sending the money tonight or tomorrow. Okay. Now, next thing, me think. Oh, tea, coffee, and jazz mixer. So again, do not think, and I want y'all to pay close attention. Do not think that tea, coffee, and jazz mixers have to be a big deal like the one that we're doing on the 20th and the one that we just did. That was a collective. We are going to build this business to millions of dollars in tea, coffee, and wellness product sales every single month by getting in the homes, getting in living rooms, having tea, coffee, and jazz mixers, 5 people at a time, 10 people in a living room, 5 people in a family room, sipping the tea and telling testimonies, drinking the coffee and having conversation. This is how you build. You do not build fast waiting for a big event. It's like, you know what? I'm going to invite some friends over after work on Wednesday at 6:30 to 7:30. You know what? I'm going to have some of my church members over Sunday after church from 4 to 6 for a tea, coffee, and jazz mixer, right? This is how we do it, guys. And you don't need 2 weeks to prepare. Like, all you need really is 24 hours. That's all it takes for you to make the tea. It don't take no time for you to make up that coffee, invite some people over. Hey, listen, guys, I want you to come to my house. I'm having a tea, coffee, and jazz mixer. It's going to be fun. You get to try out this new product that I've got. It's awesome. It's awesome. You want to be a part of what we have going on, and just invite them over impromptu like that, okay? So Sharon says, what are we using for the coffee cups? We use little Dixie cups for the tea and the coffee. So you're not pouring people a big mug of anything. We use the small little Dixie cups, and that works out really, really well. So, yep, the plastic, because it's not steaming hot coffee. So, and you can even have iced coffee. So the small little Dixie cups, whatever they are made out of, that work.
Get them from the dollar store.
Yeah, you go.
Yeah.
And you don't even need a whole bunch of food, right? So when we did something collectively, it was a bigger event. We did like potluck, and those of us heading it up brought something. But hey, at your house, just do some chips and salsa and bottled water. It just depends on, how you want to do it. But I don't want you to think, oh my gosh, I need a big house. If you got a tore down sofa that's propped up with some bricks and just enough space just to get 5 people, that's even more reason why you want to do it, so you can get some new furniture, okay? You really need to do it so you can get yourself a better house. So don't say, well, I can't, my house too little. Say, no, I better because my house is too little, okay? Y'all, thanks for coming. That's the reason I'm having this coffee and jazz business, so I can change my situation. Appreciate your support. All right?
Great.
I'm for real. No excuses. So this is what we need. We need you all to look at the calendar. Like, let me tell you, this is how it rolls. So Tut, who was just getting started in business, he used the mixer we had the other week as his launch. He had a guest there named Mark. Mark loved the information, went outside at the event, called his mother, said, Mom, you got to hear about these wellness products. He knew his mother needed it. Now he has a tea, coffee, and jazz mixer booked on the 27th in Raleigh for his family. Meanwhile, he's going to do another one here in Baltimore at his apartment. That's what we say, you move fast. So look at the calendar. Loretta has one scheduled this week on Thursday. So look at your calendar and see when you can just put it in there. We're going to start moving rapidly. I mean, we want multiple mixers in the homes of people of our team every night of the week, okay? That's how we know we're growing, when there's something every single night of the week. So y'all start looking. There's no excuses. Everybody here lives somewhere. There's only one person on our team that I know is homeless. And I love him, and I'm proud of him because he's still staying positive. He is actually still doing 3 ways, no excuses. He's going to have a great, great story, okay? And so if you got a place to lay your head, you got a place to have your mixer. Now, let's switch gears and let's talk about, I want to talk about Jackie. I want to talk about Jackie Empowers and Gomacia, who you all know is, who I sponsored. She lives in Florida. Listen to this. She's from Cameroon. Lives in Florida. She knew people in South Africa, so she flew there to work her business for 90 days. Now, Jackie put out a post the other day, and she was showing the numbers, how within the last 3 months, her team has grown to 1,300 people. Now, it's 1,300 people on her team in 3 months. And she was just showing how her weak leg, I think her post said, when your weak leg catches up to your strong leg. So now, in her, what was her strong leg, had like 630 some people, and now the leg that she's focusing on building has now caught up and maybe has even passed her strong leg, okay? But let's talk about how and why that's happening, how you can learn from that. So the first thing I want you to write down is that Jackie had a goal, okay? Jackie did not say, I'm going to see how this Lore Life thing works out. Jackie found me on YouTube, hint, hint videos. She found me on YouTube. She made a decision that she wanted me to be her sponsor after asking me questions. And then Jackie had a goal of the size organization she wanted to make. Jackie doesn't think small. So the size organization she wanted to build and the type of money she wanted to make. It's not, well, let me see if this thing works. It's, okay, these things are in place. I believe I can make money here. Not just some money. I'm looking to get to $1 million earner status, okay? So she had a goal. Then the other thing that Jackie had was intention, right? Intention. So she, in her mind, made a decision of, this is what I'm going to do. This is the business I've chosen to build, and this is how I'm going to build it. She had a vision. Write down the word vision. Her vision was, and that she saw herself having a team of 5,000 Africans in a 90-day period. 5,000 Africans on her team in a 90-day period. So this was her vision that she saw. And I'm like, wow, okay, that's aggressive. So she's not just talking it. Guess what she did? She wrote out the plan for me. So I'm like, how do you see this happening? So she wrote out the plan. Okay, so write down plan. An unwritten plan is impossible to follow. Write that down. An unwritten plan is impossible to follow. If you are a business person, you got a plan. And then Jackie went to work executing her plan.
That's okay. You want to come down?
Okay? She went to work executing her plan. And so, hold on one second. All right. And so, in that, I mean, she had it all laid out. This is how many people is going to come in this amount of time. This is how I'm going to do it. These are the ads I'm going to run. I'm going to do presentations this many days a week. Here's the training that I'm going to get my people into. This is what I'm going to tell them to do each day. I mean, she had the plan laid out for her team. And the girl has incredible work ethic. So she's there in South Africa. They're running for her team presentations every day, except for Sundays. They're doing training for the team as people are coming in. And this is all on WhatsApp, guys. So some people have a no excuse mentality. This is all on WhatsApp. So literally, because of network issues in Africa, they can't even easily watch videos like we can. This is like this no excuse, whatever it takes. I'm hungry for success mentality that you got to have. They don't have it easy like us. They can't just show somebody a video. You know what they got to do? They got to put up a slide on WhatsApp and then type the words of what they want people to know. and then put up another slide, and then type the words of what they want people to know about that. And the people are watching. They're watching this presentation that's taking over an hour to do. And then people are making a decision to join from that. It's amazing. Oh, Primrose is right there. Primrose says that's very true. The internet is very expensive in Africa. And they're coming in like crazy because they're hungry for opportunity. They're hungry because they want to leave lack and limitation behind. They want to be healthy. And it's a no excuse, whatever it takes to get it done attitude. And so we have got to learn from that team. We have got to learn from the way the people are doing business over there. You, and what Les Brown told you, go watch it again if you need to hear the video. You've got to be what? What does Les Brown say you got to be?
Hungry.
Hungry. Thank you. Yes. You got to be hungry. Some of y'all ain't acting hungry. Y'all acting full. Like you sit at the table and you can't move. You can't get up because you done ate too much. And you just going to sleep. Guys, you've got to be hungry. You got to move with a sense of urgency. You got to know that closed mouths do not get fed. And so you've got to understand what you have. Let me tell you, there's some people who are taking this opportunity, like the Koreans. Oh, see, you ain't even friends with them on Facebook, right? So y'all don't even know what's happening. They're coming in droves. They're seeing this thing. They made a decision to join. What do? They get on the phone. They start calling everybody. Hey, y'all, I'm moving with this. Come on over. I'm going to show you this plan. Watch this video. You got to see this plan. I want you to talk to these leaders. We got to move on this one. Guys, we're not asking people like in some businesses to make a $1,500 decision. This is less than $100. Why would you shy away at talking to anybody about this? This is a less than $100 decision. And it's something that people need. People need health. There's a lot of good programs out here that people can make money with. But this is something, not only is this something that people need because our health is our greatest wealth, but it's coming up that this is something that people want. With obesity being the one of the number one diseases that people suffer from in this country, heart disease being the number one killer, cancer running a close second, we've got something for all of that. You've got something for all of that. But you got to open your mouth and tell people. And take massive action, okay? Take massive action. When we start having our conventions, I don't want you all being the ones that just sit there and look at all the Asians and look at all the Africans and look at all the Spanish people going by and you just saying, oh yeah, them communities sure know how to work together. That's what we like to say, you know? But you be the one. I need you up on that stage. You be the inspiration. You be the leader. You be the one that is holding that $20,000 check and being that $1 million earner or holding that at least $10,000 check up there on stage. So in order to get something that you've never had, you've got to do something that you have never done. And the number one thing, guys, that you've got to do, remember I said people are looking for leaders to follow? You have got to grow yourself into one. Into what? You've got to grow yourself into a leader. And then you got to learn to develop other leaders. So you guys got to be working on your personal development. And I can't get all into it now, but I can promise you, your income only grows to the extent that you do. And the harder you start working on yourself, and the more that you start developing success attributes into you, as you become more, you're going to become more magnetic, and you're going to attract more of the right kind of people into your space. And you're going to have more success. So there is a direct correlation between your personal development and the size of your check. We can do a whole nother training on that another time, but I'm telling you, this is truth, okay? So work on yourself every day. Grow yourself to grow your bank account. Now, Alan Fisher just came on. Alan, I want to bring you to the stage because you actually are the first person on the big group that got to meet Travis and Jonathan. And for those of you who don't know them, they are our corporate leaders that Dan has brought on to help to grow this company. They have taken companies to over 100 million in business in about 3 to 4 years. And so we're happy to have them as part of our leadership. So I want you to unmute Alan and tell us a little bit about what happened in Louisiana, because you made a great sacrifice. You were on vacation. I said, Alan, you got to get to that meeting. So you left your meeting, your vacation early to get yourself there. So tell us a little bit about that event.
Can you hear me okay?
It sounds like it's breaking up a little bit. Say something else.
Can you hear me okay?
Okay, go ahead. I'm trying to talk a little louder, but go ahead.
Okay. Yeah, I'm actually still at this little program that I'm at right now, but I stepped out for a few minutes. But yeah, the meeting, it was a good meeting. I had maybe about 30 to 40 guests at the meeting. So I had a chance to talk with Travis and Al. And like I said, just had a real good time. Like I said, had a couple of my teammates that was able to make it as well. Had a couple teammates that was able to make it as well. So we had a chance to just kind of sit down and talk with those guys and just kind of see and see what the vision of the company or where they're headed at and everything of that nature. So like I said, we was able to get some good information on some things that's coming, some things that's like I said, just kind of right around the corner and everything. So and actually, so that kind of inspired one of my teammates. They are actually looking to do a meeting themselves this Friday, kind of like one of the tea and jazz mixers. That's what they want to look to do this Friday as well. So that kind of inspired them to kind of get a meeting started as well. So I'm not sure if you can still hear me or not. Can you hear me?
Hey, I can still hear you. That's great, Alan.
Okay.
Hey, listen, Alan. Hold on one second. What? Okay, Alan.
Okay.
Hey, and also tell us a little bit about, as you said, being inspired by being there. Talk to us about the sacrifice of getting to the event, because what I did was I pulled your team together to say, hey, listen, guys, you got to pay the price, make the sacrifice to get there. How important was it now that you made the sacrifice and cut your vacation short? You know, how beneficial was it that you did that?
I'd say it was definitely very beneficial. Like I say, just got a chance to meet some of the other people that's in the company there from Louisiana as well. So I had a chance to, like I say, just kind of talk with them to just kind of get an idea of things that they're doing as far as marketing wise and just kind of strategizing. Like I say, I really had a good time. Like I say, like I said, I was supposed to be coming back on Saturday anyway, so I felt like, hey, that one day I wasn't gonna miss a whole lot, sacrificing that one day. But like I said, I'm definitely glad I did decide to cut it short and come down. Like I said, just to meet, like I say, some of the co-owners of the company, and like I said, and then we just a camaraderie with some of the other people in the room that had some people had driven from Illinois to come down as well, so just to meet the guys as well. So I thought that was pretty impressive in regards to them doing that as well. But like I said, but actually just again, like I said, with some of my teammates being there, them just kind of just seeing how how things was going in regards to the meeting. So like I said, that really kind of inspired them to say, hey, but we want to kind of go ahead and start doing a meeting of our own. So like I said, they called me and said, hey, we're looking to possibly do a meeting this Friday that's coming up as well. So yeah, I definitely think so definitely helped out quite a bit. So
Awesome. Thank you so much for sharing that, Alan. So guys, when we tell you, give you tips like you build your business from event to event, like all of the top leaders They never miss events. They never miss the events. As much as they can get to them, they get to them. And so by Alan taking his team there, what happened? Now there's somebody that was inspired, and now they're going to get that duplication. They're going to have a meeting at their house, which means what? Which means more volume, which means more check. So remember this, guys. Activity. Okay, no, let me say this. People. People equals activity equals volume equals check. People equals activity equals volume equals check. You need to have all of those things. You're trying to pump up your check, then you got to pump up your volume. How do you pump up your volume? You got to be doing more activity. What does it take to do activity? It takes people. Okay? You need people. You need to be connecting with people. You need to be meeting with people. You need to be piquing the interest of people. You need to be inviting people. This is a people business. You're not really in the coffee tea business. You're not in the weight loss business, to be honest with you. I'll do another train on that another time. You are in the people business. And when you can learn about people and what moves them and what motivates them and what makes them tick and how to move them to action, oh my gosh, you're going to make multi-millions of dollars, because this is a people business first and foremost. But then again, remember what I said. People equals activity. You got to have activity. Ask yourself this. If my team did today what it is that I did, would I be happy with the activity of my organization? Look back at yourself this past week. If your team members did the activity, the same activity that you did, would you be proud of that situation or not? Ask yourself that. And if the answer is that you would not be proud if they did the same thing that you did, then you got to make some changes. You got to increase your activity and do what we call income producing activities. So for example, for those of you who don't know, you get into the business and your office is a mess and you need to get that straightened out, and you take the time and say, woo, I got to work on my business. Let me go to Staples. I got to buy some organizers and buy a calendar, and, I got to buy me some paper. You may spend 3 hours doing that, but that's not working on your business. That is not an income producing activity, okay? It may be something that's necessary, but you can't count that as an income producing activity. What would an income producing activity be? An income producing activity would be, after you have made the list of contacts, doing what Dr. Darrell and Reggie were doing the other night when I showed you all that video and showed those pictures, and they were actually making phone calls. And Reggie was calling his list and getting Dr. Darrell to talk to people, and they got a sharp guy that said, hey, I'm having an event on Monday. Can you come and set up? I'll let you talk to my people. That's an income producing activity. When you're giving people, if you're putting them in the position to look at what you have and say either, yes, I like it, I want to find more, I want some of that, I want to join, I'll take a look, come out to my event. That's an income producing activity. An income producing activity would be when you are generating leads, when you are creating a video which does not ever go away, and you post it on YouTube, and you're making a video to put out there so that as people are searching for ways to make money from home, as people are going to YouTube, which is the second largest search engine in the world, that's where they go behind Google when they want to find out something, so why wouldn't you be there? And they type in detox tea, they find you. That's where they go when they're looking for how to lose weight, when they're looking for how to clear out your arteries, when they're looking for how to make a six-figure income from home. So when you put out videos there on YouTube, which stay there forever, that's an income producing activity, okay? When you do a Facebook Live to connect with people, when you put out a testimonial post, when you make some follow-up calls, when you do what Gloria did this weekend and what Reggie and his wife and Cassandra did this weekend, and we're vendors at the a church event, And they got to do health surveys and collected leads. And they got to sell the product. And Gloria brought in over $400 this weekend, yesterday, for a couple hours. Those would be income producing activities. Now imagine if it wasn't just you, but you had a team of 4 people doing that. That's pumping up the volume. Then 40 people doing that, that's pumping up the volume. And then 400 people doing that, that's what we're talking about, guys. That's where you are going. I'm going to bring up Dr. Darrell in a moment, but I want to say one last thing and then bring up Dr. Darrell to close, guys. I need you guys to get serious about this. I need you to get serious about this car bonus. I need more of you all winning this car bonus. The big group does not have enough people. And I'm not going to say how many we have. We do not have enough people who've gotten the car bonus. What does it take? It takes you, this is how easy this is. It takes you aligning with 4 business partners who have come into the business for less than $100. So you're not asking for $1,500 like some businesses we've been in before, even $500. You're talking for as little as $79 to get set up. And the business is free. $79 is for the product. 4 people. There are 380 million in this country. All you got to find is 4. And then once you have those 4, now you're just helping those 4 to do the same thing. So with a team of just 20 people, that's it, a team of 20. Now you see what Jackie has done and has 1,300 people in 3 months. Well, just say 3 months. But now, all you need is 20 people, 4 who get 4. And now you have $500 a month in a carb or lifestyle bonus coming to you. And you do it again, another 4 get 4, and now you guys have $1,000 a month for a vehicle of your choice or a lifestyle bonus of your choice. Can y'all get focused on that, please? I mean, you got to be hungry and act like you want it. That's nothing. That's easy to do when you focus on that. And so those of you who are sponsoring people, please do me a favor. Check where it says lifestyle bonus report. And because some of you all had 4, and then I look, and now you've dropped down to 2, because those people, maybe their auto ship hit and their card wasn't any good anymore, or something happened like that. But you need to make sure you keep your 4. That's why I tell you, go for 12. You'll always have 4. You'll probably always have 8. But you know what I'm saying? But just you're going to overshoot it. But don't ever let yourself drop below 4. And make sure you always have your bonus as well. Make sure you always have your car package as well. And remember, when we ordered that coffee, guys, a lot of us were kicked off of our car bonus package auto ships. So put yourself back on auto ship for that car bonus package so that you'll never miss being qualified for that, okay? You always want to be on auto ship so you never want to miss any of your income. Now, with that, I'm going to turn this call over to Dr. Darrell. Some of you all are new, so let me introduce you all to him. Those of you who have been around, especially Cassandra, because Cassandra knows this is the truth, because Cassandra is calling on Dr. Darrell every day for 3 ways, and kudos to her for that. Gloria Gilliam and Sylvia have been using him because they got their 23 ways in for this month and last month. Cassandra's going to close hers out tonight. So they've won that trip that we talked about 2 months ago that we told you about. So kudos to them. But guys, Dr. Darrell, like everything I do in the business, I could not do without him. He is absolutely my partner in business. He's there for everybody for 3 ways. When people have questions about, nutrition and the products and the body and whatever, he's the #1 go-to guy. And he's built teams of tens of thousands of people multiple times in this industry. Straight out of high school, he went straight into network marketing, never ever worked a job. So he's been doing this for a long time, and he is really, really good at it. He hails from that great city of Greensboro, North Carolina, but he's been up in Maryland a lot with me as we've been building, and now I'm here in North Carolina for business things with him. but I'm really, really excited to have him as my business partner for the last about 8 or 9 years. So with that, I'm going to mute out and let Dr. Darrell have the floor. Dr. Darrell, it's all yours.
Okay, okay. All right. Hey, good evening, everybody. I'm glad everybody got on tonight. That shows you have an interest in your business. And just listen to Bunmi. You know, she has that kind of voice that's exciting. And you guys gonna do the home parties. Remember, even if Bunmi can't get there, she'll do technology. She can do a speakerphone, or even better yet, can do it over the internet with Skype and all kind of techniques. Now, even YouTube will not YouTube, Facebook will allow you to. She can put a face up there, and she can talk to your people, whether 3, 4, or 5 people. But guys, we got a hold to something fantastic. And I'm not going to go back over everything Bunmi did said, but guys, also you got to understand how important the product is. A lot of even to right today, and I was doing one with Cassandra Cass Million. Let me say the right name, Cass Million, and the person was saying, "Hey, I don't need to lose any weight." When you can sell our product to a skinny person, the tea, because some people think it's a weight loss tea. It is not a weight loss tea. It's not a go to the bathroom laxative tea. It's a tea that does something no other tea out in the world does. That is detoxifying the colon, the spleen, the getting the parasites out of your body, getting the detoxifying the liver, detoxifying the kidneys. Guys, this product, you make it walk on water because it really does, and it will make a big difference in somebody's health if you can make them understand what it is. When you tell them one thing and go back after them, I've seen people do this. Man, you ready to buy some tea? You ready to buy some tea? They go back to the person over and over, seeing that are they ready? They not updating them with any new information, some testimony. Because if that person wanted to buy some tea, they at least spend $15 or $20 to buy some tea. $12.95, as you know, they can get. And with that $12.95, they can only get that one time when they become a customer. You try to go back to that same customer account, it's not there anymore, because it's made for them to try out to use the tea. And as I call it, a paid sample. So if people are not ready to spend $12.95, you know, guys, how economical that is. You haven't given them enough information. Don't keep going back to them saying, "Are you ready? Are you ready? You got the money yet? Oh, I'm a little short." If they're not willing to spend $12.95, if you're doing it, some people, if they're not willing to do, depends on your environment and your surroundings. If they're not willing to spend $15, $20 for their health, to detoxify them and possibly prevent them from catching cancer, to prevent them from having other things that could happen in their body because they never cleanse the inside of their body. Once you understand, it can show them, and I hope you guys got the prospecting cards that me and Bunmi showed, where you can show them on this card. It's a little short postcard, prospecting card, where you can show them a different thing the product does. I think I got one in my back pocket because I keep them with me, guys. I'm always talking about this right here. It tells you what's in there and what these ingredients help with in the body. Everything, so many different things they help with. A lot of people can't lose weight because of that. These cards are something that's very important, and you should order some. You can get some from us where you can put your own label on the front of it, but you can order some. We'll show you where to order it from. But guys, we have something that is incredible. If you're not ready to do the YouTube stuff, you should be ready to learn. Sell the tea. Our upline, Andrea Linton, she showed us how to make a 6-figure income making the tea and selling the bottle of tea, and for $25. Some places can even stand $30 each time they sell it. People will buy it because some people are lazy. They got plenty of money. They don't want to make the tea. So make sure you go out there, save a life, save some health. If you have family members, you've had church members, people tell me, "Oh, I love my family, I love my church family." If you're not telling about this tea, that's questionable, because your health is your greatest wealth. And guys, you got to understand what we're talking about. Bunmi and I was in the business where people paying $500, $1,500 to come into business. And guess what? Out of over 100,000 people, they awarded us with the top recruiter in the company. Over 100,000 people was in the company, and at this event was about 15,000 people. We was voted the top recruiters there. So it's when you make a product or business walk on water, they will find the money. Now you might, I wonder sometimes, I said, wow, we're getting the right business, but I knew my focus with this other business. People paid $500 to $1,500 to get in, and they were able to get into business because they wanted it bad enough. If you make them want this, like Bunmi said, less than $100 to get in this business and to be able to make the kind of money you're talking about, they got to be hungry. Some people, you got to be needy. Some people got to have that needy feeling. You don't have to be needy. Don't wait till you get needy to want to do this business or work it hard. Some people wait till something happens. They need some money. If you're not able, my grandfather taught me this many years ago. If you're not able to save 30% of what you make every week, every month, you're not making enough money. And a rainy day is going to come, and guess what? You're going to get wet. You're not going to be ready. You're going to be borrowing money, asking people to loan you money. Then you're going to want to go into the business. Oh, I got to work my business hard now. I lost my part-time job. Why wait for that? If you cannot put in the bank 30% of what you make every week, every month, per month, you are waiting for a rainy day to come. And guess what? You ain't going to be ready. You're going to be wet. And you're going to be looking for a handout. You're going to be wanting somebody to help you out instead of getting ready ahead of time. Does that make sense to everybody? Does that make sense? You know, it should make a lot of sense to everybody out there. So, again, we fish in many ponds. We fish in the pond of going on Facebook, YouTube, or going around for people you know, going to church, helping people with a true heart to help people help. If you have that true heart to help them out, guys, you can't help but to talk to them about it. Your conscience won't let you pass by a person, especially people already with health problems. Now, don't even think about preventing, because I like to prevent. Prevent it from happening. Don't wait till it happens. Get in a needy feeling now instead of getting in a needy feeling when you need it. Does that make sense? So, guys, I just want everybody to understand, a lot of times, people can want it more for you than you want it for yourself. So with working with this business, we find that out. But how bad do you want it? Everybody got a situation. They tell me, Dr. Darrell, you don't understand my situation. I have an NFL club, no friends left. I don't go out that much. I don't know that many people. We have a plan for everybody out there. I work 3 jobs and I got 10 kids, and I work at the shelter. I don't have any time. We have a plan. No matter what your situation is, we got a plan for you to win. A plan for you to win and be successful. Find out what we do. Call us. We'll go over your situation. But you got to do it. You can't tell us a plan and we give you a solution to make it happen, and you say, well, I forgot. Oh, I was busy. You got to make it happen. You already told us the time you have and the time you don't have. We have a plan to make you successful. I wrote down a note. I think I went over everything I wrote down. But yeah, when you can sell the products to people that are not in a health crisis, not have blood pressure, diabetes, those should be normal people you can sell to. Sell it to the people on prevention if they look like they're a picture of health. Have they cleansed the inside of their body? The answer most time is no. They taking some type of laxative tea. And don't let them tell you, oh, I take a tea, I use a product, and it's detoxifying me. If they don't have this product, this is the only product that does the liver, the gallbladder, the spleen, the parasites from your brain and in your bloodstream, and plus your colon. So keep that in mind. And, again, we want everybody to be successful. If you're really serious about doing something, tell us your situation. We have a plan for you to win. And I'm going to swing it back over to Bunmi, and thank you for listening to me.
And if you guys do not have Dr. Darrell's phone number, it is 336-549-6389. 336-549-6389. He does 3 ways, so use them. Text us first, okay? Text us, and then it say 3-way ? and to let us know about your availability. Find out about our availability. Now, a couple people I wanted to recognize before we go, guys. One would be Miss Karen Wright. Who Karen Wright? I'm sorry. Okay, Karen Wright actually, I don't know, Karen, where you got the customer from. She had a customer, she had over $300 in sales with one customer. The customer bought 3 of the Tribe packs, the pack with each of the 3 products. So that was awesome. Congratulations to Karen Wright. Yeah, pumping up that e-wallet. I love that. And then there's a saying, Gloria Gilliam did over $400 yesterday at the event that she was at, which was great. There was less than 100 people there, and she still did $400 for 4 hours. It was awesome. I know Reggie Lewis and Class Million were at 2 events this weekend, back to back. So that's awesome. Out in front of people in the out in the city. Guys, remember, your money is in the streets. You want to, we work the business online, but we do offline. Your money is in the streets, so get yourself out there at events to create awareness of what we have and sell to people right there looking to purchase from vendors. Right down on that paper, my money is in the streets. Now, let's see. So look and see if there are any events coming up in your city that you could be at, that you can join together with people. With that in mind, don't forget, if you want to be in with this radio co-op that we have, give me your $100 tonight. Text me if you have any questions about that. We've got a few more spots, but man, it is worth it. And listen to this, guys. As people hear more and more, hear the radio commercial, more and more people are going to be joining. And then, if you heard us talking about the First Ladies Tea, that's going to be another huge event that you want to be a part of. This First Ladies Tea, sponsored by Laura Life Detox Tea, in front of people of influence and affluence in the church, coming up in October. So that's a more costly event, but we're going to start paying now, so that is just a small amount each week. So if you want to find out more about this First Ladies Tea, that will literally get you churches as leads, then you definitely want to be a part of that. Hold on, I think Dr. Darrell has something.
Yeah, to talk about the radio co-op, guys, we have so many people. They're getting people that try out the tea. Sometimes they buy the 2 buy 2 get 1 free, or they will buy the 1 month. They're turning around, buying more and referring us to more. So you might have 2 or 3 customers, but those 2 or 3 customers are turning into 5, 10 sales, because once they get it again. They start telling people, because they want to get their product for free. You know how we do 5 people that buys, and then we give them a product for a month free. Then those people turn into people. So guys, 3 people from the radio can turn into 10 or 15 sales, and then you do that constantly. And 15, when I say 10 to 15 sales, that's in the next 2 months. And within a year, that could turn into hundreds of sales for you. We'll show you how to do that, because everybody wants to get products for free. Everybody don't want the business, but we even got people from the radio, tried the tea, now they're ready for the business. So guys, you want to put your $100 in, because we only last month we was doing it. We had people that called after it was over. It was no spots left. We're only doing 10 spots. So $100 take care of the whole month. And last month you got a bonus, because the fact they heard it last month, you understand people have to listen. Sometimes some people have to listen to stuff 6 or 7 times before they buy it. These people have already been primed. So you come in now, guess what, guys? You're going to get all that momentum, and you're going to really get paid. And again, we'll show you how to turn each customer into multiple customers, and even people that join your business that you didn't even know. And these people are right here in the Baltimore area, so we can tie them in all the big events there. And, you know, I'm glad that working with a fine gentleman, Reginald Lewis. Matter of fact, he works at the radio station. He gives us all the insights and everything on what to do, because his marketing is going to be fantastic. And we got other marketing stuff, like the First Lady Teas are going to be coming up. And we are in conjunction with the radio station. We have partnered with the radio station for this. This thing is going to be bigger than big. Not only is it going to be bigger than Baltimore, it's going to be bigger than Maryland. It's going to be bigger than the United States, because what we're doing. This is the third annual First Lady Tea, the first ladies from around the area, but it's going to echo out, create a lot of awareness of us and a lot of money and a lot of help for people health. Back over to you, Bunmi.
All right, guys. So with that, this call is officially over, but I'm going to unmute us so we can leave with some positive energy and just joining all of our energy.
Thank you, Bunmi. Thank you, Dr. Durrell. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Everybody out there is excited.
Thank you, everybody.
Make some noise.
Congratulations. We love you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Make it happen.
Thank you.
All right, guys.
Make it happen.
Thank you.
Hallelujah. Working
All
it.
right, guys.
Praise
Love
God.
you all. We'll see you tomorrow on the
Congratulations,
Q&A call.
Make it happen.
All right, be on that Q&A call. No testimonial call. No testimonial call. All right, that's been discontinued for a while because of health issues that Marcus is dealing with family. So no testimonial call for now, okay? All right, guys. We'll see you. You can call and prospect, and if you haven't gotten your card yet, you haven't gotten your digital business card, hey Tarvis, call me about that. And make sure you do that tonight, okay? For $27 for the year. Good night, everybody. This Zoom is officially over. Let's work hard this week. Bye-bye.
Three-way.
Three-way. Okay, I'll be ready.
Good night.
Good night. See ya.
Good night, all.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night, everybody.
Good night, Daryl.
Good night.